Greetings once again, it's me, Toll42. So, I've had a bit of a depressing period throughout the month. Well, it's been okay, seeing everybody from college and university clubs and stuff. But I'm going through a bit of a steep time at the moment with selling stuff on eBay and the amount of workload at college and people hating Doctor Who Season 9 even though we're only 3 episodes in. And it's really started to annoy me, and so I've had to save up all my stress for this first rant on my YouTube channel. So just to make sure I don't go on for too long, I'll time myself for a 10-minute rant. This should be fun. And go. So the first thing that's on my mind is the BBC are just having a bit of a time where they can't quite understand their viewings, because they had news reports saying, oh, we've had less than 4 million viewers, so we're going to. I've heard they've already confirmed Series 10, and that they're going to do it like the specials in 2009, where they'll just have not as many episodes instead of a fully fledged 12, 13 episode series. But that's not really the case, BBC. Hold on to your horses and actually think about this for a second, because the only reason you didn't get so well on the actual night of the original broadcast was because ITV had quite a bit of entertainment as well as you, BBC, because you've got Strictly and Doctor Who. ITV have got X Factor and the Rugby World Cup, and the reason why, and I think from what I've seen, people have tended to watch more ITV stuff first before watching the BBC stuff like Doctor Who. I mean, Doctor Who was on late, like into like 20 past 8 from Strictly, but that's only because ITV Player from ITV is rubbish. BBC iPlayer is a much better service, because on BBC iPlayer there are no adverts, there is no logging in business where you spend 5 minutes having to re-enter your username and password if you've logged out by accident, and you resume from where you last paused. If you turn off BBC iPlayer and you go back to it, you resume from where you last played. ITV doesn't have any of that amazing stuff that you've got, BBC, so you're actually winning the competition on catch-up TV. So at least you've got that, and because of that, because of the great catch-up service, doesn't mean to say people are not watching Doctor Who. They are watching Doctor Who, it's just the initial night is a bit busy, So, and not to mention, BBC Doctor Who has gone global, is being broadcast across the world. So have you taken that into account of the number of people across the world that are watching it? Because that's it makes me think you've put all your investment into Doctor Who and no other show. But I hope you haven't. So it's not over, BBC. Doctor Who isn't getting poor ratings. It's just going through a difficult time on its initial night. I mean, hey, but the best example would be 1963, when the first episode was broadcast, November 23rd. People were obsessed by the assassination of President Kennedy. And did that stop Doctor Who? No, it didn't. It did not stop the show. So BBC, do not stop Doctor Who. Do not stop this Series 10 fully fledged series. Please let that happen. And speaking of which, of pleading, is the number of people who have demanded, in fact they've even written petitions asking for the sonic screwdriver to come back, because some people are just not into the sonic sunglasses as much. But to be honest, I'm liking them. I'll guess in a nutshell that I found Matt Smith did use his sonic screwdriver way too much. I guess the best example would be when the Doctor, like in David Tennant in Russell T Davies' days, the Doctor, when he was checking someone's pulse to see if they were alive or dead, they actually felt their neck for a pulse. Whereas Matt Smith's Doctor tended to actually sonic it. Oh yeah, they're dead. It makes the Doctor look a bit stupid. So it's good that they've actually taken a break from the sonic screwdriver. But doesn't mean to say they're going to ditch it forever. I mean, calm down, people. Of course they'll bring the sonic screwdriver back. Hopefully. The Doctor's used the sonic screwdriver since his second incarnation. It doesn't mean to say he's going to ditch it forever. It's like ditching the TARDIS. Calm down, people. Of course they're going to bring the screwdriver back. Hold your horses. Another thing I've liked about Series 9 is we're getting many more two-parters, which I enjoy. Because, from Series 6, the Rebel Flesh and the Almost People two-parter, to Dark Water, Death in Heaven two-parter, that's 3 years of standalone Doctor Who episodes. The fact that we're getting more two-parters, and that the two-parter after two-parter feels a lot more like the classic era when my parents were watching it, so it's a much better experience for me. As for the actual episodes themselves, everyone's expecting them to be Russell T Davies standards, which I guess everyone wants that, but to be honest, I'm just glad Doctor Who's still around. I'm just glad, and I think Peter Capaldi's been doing such a great job. I'm actually having to click my fingers for this. Peter Capaldi is making it really entertaining for me, and just people are just spewing on it. And I hate that. I hate the people who just say Doctor Who's rubbish because Moffat involved. Hey, at least Peter Capaldi's bringing an awesome show. He's played a guitar on a tank. He's made Davos's chair into a dodgem, even though I knew that was going to happen from a poster. And the 11th Doctor was sort of child friendly, whereas Peter Capaldi is more sort of, he's telling the kids to sort of grow up a bit, but not too much. I'm loving Peter Capaldi as Doctor. Stop the hate, people. It's not needed. And to be honest, I'm not seeing where Moffat is going extremely wrong, but at the moment, at least the episodes themselves are sort of okay. They're on an okay level. They're not great, but they're good. At least they're entertaining and sort of, oh, Doctor Who's on, let's go and watch it. Not on, oh wow, Doctor Who's on, this is really exciting, I can't wait. There hasn't been as much hype for me for Doctor Who, which I've liked. Because the more I've hyped about something like Amazing Spider-Man 2, everyone's just made it a depressing thing afterwards, saying it was rubbish. But there were some, at least there were some good things about Doctor Who, or Amazing Spider-Man 2 in this case, that were actually good, which I'll explain another time. Right, I think that's everything on my list. And I seem to have 3 minutes to spare, so I've managed to keep my mouth shut for a bit longer than I thought. Thanks for watching this rant, and if you've got any more sort of discussions about Doctor Who Series 9 and where the BBC are going with this whole thing and the sonic sunglasses and stuff, please leave comments below, because I want to hear your feedback and stuff, and I'd love to have a good chat with my fan base. And please share this video. Let's actually get this video shared to the BBC and stuff to say, calm down, they're doing fine. And hopefully I'll talk to you on my next rant, or when I decide to do a review of Series 9 when it's finished. And I'll see you guys later.